今日はですね、一緒に海外研修プログラムを作っているジェイ先生とですね、ちょっとインタビュー形式で、このプログラムについて、それから、先生自体が日本に行ったことがありますので、日本の生徒さんたちに対しての思いなどを語ってもらおうと思います。So Jay, you've been to Japan before? So 2009. How do you see? Just tell us about your experience.
It's very good. It's very good for me because I definitely got culture shock.
Culture shock. Why?
Culture shock because I come from a very laid-back city. And when I went to when I went to Tokyo.
Rushing?
I arrived at night rushing, and I didn't understand the language yet at that time, and I didn't know where to go, and I asked them, do you speak English? No. Oh no, but I realized that if I tried, that those who did understand a little bit, they really did help me out, help me adjust, especially my dorm mates at the university in SU. They accompanied me, tried to really accommodate me, help me buy the things I needed, pay the bills, get a bank account.
So they treat you really nice?
They treated me like, they're pretty much like family, so it was very, very easy to get over being homesick. Maybe after a week, I didn't want to go home anymore. I wanted to stay in Tokyo. And
so when you first get there, when you first got there, you were quite like overwhelmed by the environment?
Yes, mostly by the way they rush and they're so specific. By the Japanese are very, very specific and very, very like they don't, let's say, not meticulous, but they don't like to waste time. Time is very, very precious to them, and I think that's really, really good. I mean, in my opinion, because sometimes I really hate it when people are late, but in Japan, I never experienced that. Like, they really respect time, and when they respect time, and they respect me. And that's really something we could also learn from Japan. It's one of the characteristics I love about Japanese people is the fact they really know how to respect. If they keep their opinions to themselves, if they know the situation calls for it, they're very aware of the harmony that exists in the situation. That's really one of the things I admire, and I also admire the hard-working, and organized nature. Because when I was at the dormitory, we had regular dorm meetings, and we're talking no cell phones. Somebody would just scream like "Ryokai," is that what they? It's like a dorm meeting. I don't know what they.
Ryokai. Dorm meeting. Ryokai.
Ryokai. They would say "Ryokai," and then you're given like 10 seconds to run down the stairs and be in the room. Then they close it, and then they start the meeting. And it's so organized. Like everybody, we took care of the dorm. It's different from here in the Philippines that we have dorm managers. We really ran the dorm ourselves.
To get them to the meeting.
Yeah, I could really see that everybody in the dormitory was working together. There were only 4 foreign students there, myself included. And we learned that everybody had roles, and I felt important because I had a role too. Like they didn't see me as, oh, you're the foreigner, we won't give you a role, you have an exemption. They didn't treat me like that. I got a role. I had to learn how to use the washing machine so I could perform my roles, and I felt like I belonged there. And I loved how everybody worked so hard at their roles, big or small. Yeah, I love that about them. Also, in relation to working, another thing I love about being in Japan is that there's no high class work, low class work. You know what I mean? Like everybody treats their job as something valuable.
Necessary to the society.
Yeah, valuable to society. Like if you're a garbage collector, nobody demeans you for that. That's a very, very, very important job. And I see that even the policemen, like the traffic guys who hold those red lights, they're very serious and very dedicated about their work, and it helps society function. I mean, they're not embarrassed at all by their their work, and that's something a lot of people can learn.
Yeah, they respect you with what you know.
Like, especially as a Filipino, I think we really could use that because there are some jobs we have that are treated so low. Like if you're a carpenter, oh, you get lower wage. But if
some people look at it that way.
Some people look at it that way, and it's very sad because like if all the carpenters went on strike, we would have no houses anymore or buildings. And
some people might even want to be a carpenter.
They get discouraged
and
because
they're determined to be, right? They get discouraged.
That's the beauty of it. That's what I saw there. Like they're very serious about their jobs. And you can see like they're so committed, even just giving those posters on the street. So I like that kind of attitude towards work. That it's your work and it's important. That's the kind of thing I love about Japanese nature.
So you got to like face to see a lot of things in Japan. I mean, interacting with the local people. Yeah. So how do you see, or in your opinion, how do you see their strength? I mean, of being Japanese people, being Japanese.
All their strengths, well, including those that I admire the most about them, like the respect, hard work, and then treating, like knowing value, like seeing value in work as well. Well, they're very, very strong in the sense of like the dedication also, and their ability to try to like harmonize with the people that they meet, like you.
Right.
Like you. It's fascinating that when they break out of their shell, because I admit, like when I first started talking to Japanese people, they would be shy at first, but if I don't say anything, like it's just I smile, they would smile back because they think I'm Japanese.
They look a bit more oriental.
They thought I was Japanese, but when I started talking, they tend to shy away from me, but only at first.
Okay.
You know, and
they shy away because they found out that you don't speak Japanese.
Yes, but you know, and then I try, and then they realize that.
They smile.
Yeah, they smile, and they're quite friendly actually. I got lost once in Musashi Sakai, and somebody helped me. Thank goodness, somebody helped me, and they're very like accommodating in a way, and that's a huge strength.
I mean, eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
not in the first time, but
they're shy at first, and I think everybody's shy at first.
Yeah.
But afterwards, they would really be genuine. That's the word. That's what I love also about Japanese people. That once you've established a connection, they will be very genuine. Especially when I start talking about the culture, they would say, "Oh, the Philippines," and then they start telling me what they know, and then I add to that information that they already know, and they become more and more genuine to me, and I could really see that. Oh, they're interested in their culture too.
Did they show? I mean, did they have quite an understanding of what Philippines is like? I mean,
well,
I mean, a lot of people. People in Japan don't know much about what is really happening. Why it is good to be in the Philippines. For example, I found this country very. It's in Asia, but it's very different.
Yes.
Like melting pot.
They definitely gave me a lot of people would give me because I don't know why, but
what is
they
that?
always show news that's terrible. I don't know why Philippine television shows the bad news first on TV, and
Philippine television or the Japanese?
Like the Philippine television that gets broadcasted there.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I get the reaction to him. Like, how unfortunate is this? I was like, I don't even know that news. That's just a very small thing.
Right. Out of the
big picture, there's over 7,000 islands, and the thing you saw on the news was just like one island.
Yeah.
One city in
Manila.
Manila. Yeah. So I was like, it's so sad that that's what they get to see.
Right.
But when I get the chance to show them, especially pictures of the best vacation spots, they immediately start, I'm booking tickets. So I've had four of my Japanese friends. Three were my dorm mates, and one was a very good friend. He studied in Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, so 4 of them came over just for me and to visit me, and I showed them around, brought them to Cebu, lower to the waterfalls. Yeah, even Magete.
Yeah.
I stayed here for a week. Some of them stayed for a week. Some of them stayed.
How did you find the city? Of Dゥマゲッテ?
My roommate in particular did not want to leave.
Really?
She's coming back in March.
Oh,
for the third time, I think.
For the third?
Yeah. So
Keep coming back.
yeah, they realize that what they see is only a small part of the picture.
Right.
But then when they look at the Philippines, they want to get exposed to it.
I mean, the information given to them, to Japanese people through the television or maybe the internet, is very biased.
Yeah, limited.
Yeah, and all the prejudice.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why I experienced a lot of things in the Philippines, which Japanese people probably should know. That what they know, but it might not be the whole picture of the Philippines. And so on the next video, we'll talk about maybe how this program has quite a meaning to those who have not yet experienced the Philippines and who wants to study English, and then who wants to experience different culture, different culture, different environment. Okay. In learning English. Okay, so that is it for the first video, and it's to be continued. Okay. All right.